but you're the man in charge. I'm Sonny. Just hoping maybe to get a little food, a little drink, camp out for a night or two. Want to show a little class, contribute to the party.
Help yourself.
All right, so obviously a big experience with motorcycles. How did you first get involved in motorcycles?
In motorcycles? I sat in junior high. I had a friend of mine that sat next to me who became friends because we would be bored in the back of the class, and he is this kid named Toon, and he would spit these little bubbles in the air and catch them in his mouth, and I would just watch him for an hour, and finally I was like, yo, teach me how to do that. And he taught me, and he had a YZ80, and he and I would take turns on that bike and run from police and kill the engine between houses and go the other way, and noise complaint. So he that's how I started.
Okay.
With Toon on a YZ80 blowing spit bubbles.
Nice. And okay, so you bring a whole bunch of motorcycling to this role. Funny Sonny is not you. What did you bring personally to Funny Sonny, and what did you have to invent?
Well, so I met Jeff in Cannes, and I'm sitting next to him, and he brings up the movie, and I said, the Danny Lyons book, and he goes, you know about it? And I go, yeah, of course. I have a couple of prints in my house, and I'm a photographer. And he sent me the script, and and who was playing what part, and I was like, bro, you got a lot of good-looking guys in your movie. I was like, can I try something and go the other way? And he was like, yeah. So I was shooting Daryl Dixon in France at the time, and I didn't want to look like Daryl Dixon in the movie. So I just kind of went in the opposite direction. And the teeth came first, then the outfit came. But I brought all that. And I knew how to ride a bike already. I knew the world a little bit. I have a travel show where I travel around the world called Ride. On motorcycles, so I know clubs, I know custom bikes, I know a lot of that. I had a really hard bike to ride. I had a suicide shift with a rubber ducky on the top of the thing, but I couldn't hold the rubber ducky because it'd break off because it was in bronze. So I had to sort of thread it with my two little fingers under the gear shift, and then I had glasses that were prescription that I didn't know they were prescription until they said go. So yeah, I brought a lot of weird stuff, I guess.
And you have several motorcycles, right? And the ride show is picked up for a 6th season?
Yeah, I think we're about to do another one, but so I'm headed to Spain to shoot more Daryl Dixon spinoff, and we're gonna shoot more ride episodes in between, like right after that, 1st season, or 3rd season rather. But yeah, we're talking about going to Vietnam, we're talking about going to Cambodia, we might go to Australia. I did New Zealand on it already, the top and the bottom with Josh. But yeah, we bounce all over.
So one of my questions is, what's the best ride ever? What's your favorite ride you've been on? A lot to pick from.
I mean, New Zealand is great. Literally, the air there, you want to bottle it and bring it home with you. It's misty and you're going the coastline. That's great. I really like riding in the south. I like getting sweaty and doing all that. I rode from Tokyo to the top of Mount Fuji with 2 monks on Harleys. That was pretty fun.
Whoa.
So different rides for different reasons. My favorite rides are the ones where you're like, let's go right now. Yeah, those are my favorite. My girl, she was like, oh, I always wanted to go to Memphis and see Graceland. And I was like, put on your shoes. And we just went straight there from Atlanta.
Wow.
Those are my favorite. I think sometimes you prep and you're like, let me take this route and take that route. I just kind of like head in a direction, and if there's rain, I kind of sit under a tree and listen to my music until there's a hole in the clouds, and then I try to catch the holes in the clouds. Those are kind of my favorite rides. You know?
And what's the fastest you've ever been on a motorcycle?
Oof. Maybe 150. You know,
what bike was that?
I've done track. Well, I did the Ducati track in Italy, outside of Milan. I did their racetrack.
Mugello or Mazzano?
Magella, I believe. I mean, it took me 2 hours to get in and out of that freaking suit, but I was like, I hate this because of this suit. But I'm not like a speed demon or anything. But you know, those bikes you can't help it. I also did the 24-hour Le Mans race. I wasn't in it, but I was there. I did the flag.
Oh yeah.
These guys did Indy 500. I did Le Mans on my own. It wasn't part of the movie, but that's like that's fun. Yeah, Kawasaki one, I think.
Oh, good. Nice.
Yeah, you seem like a real motorcycle guy.
I am. Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah.
I just did 1,000 different motorcycles, so I'm
Oh, wow.
I'm building my resume.
It's nice to meet some proper fuck-ups.
My baby, true little baby, she my baby.